Alright, so I got the clutch off, and the bolt here backed right out of the transmission. The nut is so frozen on it, and I'm trying not to have it fall apart here so that I lose all the pieces. Let's see if I can get this apart. Oh, fuck. I knew they were going to fall out. Anyways, I got to put the rollers back in. One fell into the magic workbench here somewhere. I'll find it. Let me turn this camera off and take it apart. Now you can see that there hasn't been any oil in here for a long time. That thing hasn't spun for a while. And I'm pretty sure that this bearing might be the culprit. There's a lot of side-to-side play in this thing here. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go start the tractor without the clutch on and see if it makes the noise. So, be right back. Good news. I just happen to have a spare transmission over here that has the same clutch. So what I'm going to do is take this one off and put it on that one and see if I'm good to go without having to buy any parts. Alright, so one problem I just encountered, this new 817 clutch is a splined clutch and the old clutch is a keyed clutch. So I'm going to assume they have the same bearing. I can't get the other one off the tractor. I don't know if I have to use a puller or what, but I just saw there's a little retaining clip on it. So I'm going to take the retaining clip off and then investigate it some more. But I might have to use a puller to get it off. I'm not sure. So we'll come back to this. So I took off the snap ring that goes around here. And now I'm just going to try to hammer this thing out of the center of the bearing and see what we got. Alright, so it hammered right out. It took about 2 seconds. And this is where I have my problem, is with this bearing right here. So it doesn't feel that bad, but listen, it's dry. You know, I guess I could try to just put some oil in it for now, just as a temporary fix until I can get the real part. But it's definitely dry inside of there, so maybe I'll try to squirt some Croil in there or something and see if I can get it to not be so loud, and then that can buy me some time to get the real replacement part, you know what I mean? So yeah, it looks like there's some kind of a ring around there that holds it in. I'm going to clean this up a little bit first and then we'll inspect it more. If I just take it and try to spin it, you can hear how dry it is. Sounds horrible. So let me put some oil on and see if we can get it sounding better. Cleaned it up here, and of course there's some kind of nick right on one of the digits. I can't tell if it's 6204 or 6201. I think it's 6204 LU. So it's just a regular bearing that presses in there. And yeah, there's some kind of ring that's around the outside here that it appears to lock it in there. Like I gotta take that ring out, and that holds the bearing into the shell, which is kind of odd because, you know, unless the new bearing has that ring around it. Anyways, I got to get back to the IPL and see if I can figure this out more. Able to get the bolt off, or the nut off that shaft. I had to heat it up with the oxyacetylene cherry red and it came off. And it looks like it's a 1/2 inch fine thread bolt. I got 2 of them off the other old 812 with a nylon lock nut insert. So I'm hoping I can go to the hardware store and get 2 of these tomorrow, and maybe just 2 regular ones also, so I can put this stud back in the tractor properly. And I'll clean up the threads on the wire wheel before I put it back together, and yeah, that was fun. So yeah, we'll get some bearings and we'll be back in business. So I didn't get the tractor fixed last night, and of course it snowed today, and we got about an inch of wet snow here. Oh, there goes the town on the road. Kids have a delay from school, and I have no tractor to plow with, so next weekend it'll be fixed. Next weekend, oh well.